Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Albion. When last we left off, we're in Khamulon, searching for the High Knowledge. The Kenget Kamulos are not going to hand it over to us though, so we tried to sneak in and steal it, which didn't work. And now we're trying again, and naturally they're trying to kill us, which does make sense. There are two Magician Wands here, and we need to be very, very careful. You may think you could deal with this in exactly the same way as the other encounters with just one of them, but that is a mistake, because when there's two of them, they do start acting quite differently. One of them will try and run around and distract the melee combatants and prevent you from moving forward, while the other one will move backwards and start casting spells. You really think that they want to pair up with a warrior rather than two magicians, but then again we have broken free from prison, and they aren't really prepared for that, as was shown before when the people by the prison cell showed shock that we had escaped. They really should have paid attention to the fact that Khunag was with us. Also, one thing to note is that there is a curious quirk with the menu system here. If you go into the main menu by right-clicking, you can't save the game. But if you press the escape button, you can save the game. I don't know if that's an oversight, but either way, it's just something to point out. And now we're going to finish this encounter, hopefully, because we don't want either of them to get free of the freezing effect and then run away. However, one of them has managed it. Hopefully, if we're lucky... Nope, we aren't lucky, he's managed to get away. One of two things could happen here. Either he'll start casting spells, or because he's by himself, he'll start moving forward and let us kill him with melee attacks. And the answer is, we'll never find out because he dies. Either way, we now have 4 more gold, and that's about it. We didn't actually have to open this door at all, because over here is a corridor that will allow you to completely circumvent opening it. But there is a wide open area here, and so the enemy would have followed us around, and we'd have had to have a fight either way. Except this time we chose the terms upon which we fought. In here, in a very unassuming crate, is a really, really powerful item, the Gaze of Kamulos. It is a two-handed sword with only 500 grams of weight, and it deals 26 points of damage, and it can be used by a lot of people. You'll note, however, that it can't be used by Drer or Syrah. So we're going to take a hold of this, and I'm not sure if I want to use it on Tom. The main reason being is that it is a really, really good item, but he has 43 protection right now, and if we equip this blade on him, that will go down substantially because he won't be able to use the Dream Shield. Let's see if we can get it so that his defense stat is a little higher. I think we have a magic ring that should be able to help out with that. For now, we're going to move that over here, and there we go, 26 attack damage, which is really good. I think what we need are, yes, we need an ice ring, I think. That will certainly help, because Drer certainly isn't going to need it anymore. The main reason being is that Drer is about to get the Dream Shield, and the Dream Shield is absolutely brilliant. Who is holding on to that Dream Shield right now? It's not you. Did I give it to you? I did not. Did I give it to... Yes, I gave it to you. You're going to have the Dream Shield now, and there is one benefit to this shield, and that is that that is a ridiculous amount of protection stat. 41. It's not as big a difference when Drer is using it, because the big Iskai shield does have 7 protection. However, that is a lot more close-range combat skill. That is 99. The armor penalty is offset by the Bradir Stiletto bonus, and so now the difference is not that telling. We will be able to improve that pretty soon. So for now, we're going to use this sword and see just how effective it is, and head down to the south where there's going to be even more stuff for us to get. There are a lot of things in this area that we want to take advantage of, like for instance all of these healing potions that we can grab. Healing potions are a brilliant thing, and the mana restoring ones are even better, because Syrah is going to need to use them quite a bit. We don't have a problem with resting, however. We might as well do it as much as possible, because we have a ridiculous amount of rations that we can use. We are going to be getting, I think, another ice ring, which we're going to be giving to Tom to offset the amount of defense loss that he got from removing the Dream Shield. It is a really good shield. I think, in fact, it's the best shield in the game. And also here are going to be some encounters, I think. Yep, there's one right there. And that is going to be some of the Kenget Kamulos too, that we're most certainly going to freeze in place, because we don't want any of those knives thrown at us, and we don't want one of them to move here and then start unleashing some havoc on Harriet and the backline magicians. Even though most of them are very capable of defending themselves, I think a fire rain is appropriate there, because neither of them are going to be able to move. Excellent! Brilliant! And superb. And now, that one there most certainly is about to have a very bad day. There we go. And brilliant. Some spell casting there, and now we can move forward and destroy these ones. I don't think we need any magic being cast here. We might as well save it. Although then again, saving the magic of Melthus is a bit silly, as he can use 25 fireballs with a full mana bar. Or is it 26? No, it's 26 because we used one last round. There we go. That one is going to be pretty dead pretty soon, I think. There we go. And now there's only one left, and soon there will be none left, although I think there might be another fight here that we have to deal with. There we go, and now they're gone. And Melthus is now level 22, and still only has one attack around, which is a shame. We could grab these rations, actually. It's not a bad idea, and we don't want any of those whatsoever. There we go. There is another fight here. There are two fights here. Can we talk to them? No, we cannot talk to them. However, they will try... Ooh, this one might be a little bit tricky. I think another Frost Avalanche is in order. Indeed, I think there is a need for one. And I think a few more fireballs. We could start using some magic, but there's really not much need right now, because really we want to focus on getting one of the higher level spells for Harriet, because Syrah, for the most part, is a lot more useful. Also, I accidentally pressed the wrong spell there. I definitely want a fireball here rather than a lightning bolt. And then the game crashed completely when Khunag was trying to use a fireball spell. So remember folks, no matter what you're doing in a game, even if it's an Iron Man run, save often, because it only takes one crash for the game giving up playing completely for you to lose all of your progress. For now, we're going to go and defeat these magicians, who now won't stand a single chance now the game's not going to crash. Or at least I hope it won't. The deal breaker here will be if Khunag's spell crashes the game once more. And I don't think it will. Haha! Excellent. Now, with us past that round, we can go and deal with this magician here, but really we want these two to die first so we can advance forward with the party. And only 1 out of 3 hits there is not that good, but hey, now we have an unobstructed route towards this Magician 2 here. And the Magician 2 is certainly going to die. Also a point, you want to re-aim your shots when you advance, because Syrah and Harriet were going to aim there and miss completely. There we go, I think that probably will be enough. Yep, indeed, that was enough. And now we have 6.5 gold and a few rations that I suppose we'll give them to Syrah. And now we have one more encounter with, I imagine, some warriors. And how hard is it? Well, that looks pretty tricky already. That is a pair of 3s and a 2 that we want to deal with. I think a final Frost Avalanche will certainly be very useful. And we're going to have all of the ranged attacks against the 3 over here, and then we'll have some melee attacks against the one next to Dre and Tom, because we want to make sure that these two go down first. The Kenget Kamulos 2 we're not so worried about. There we go! You should freeze where you are, because otherwise you might come and kill us, and that's really bad. I suppose they should know that this kind of magic exists, and I'm surprised they haven't come up with a way to counter it. But maybe they don't have a way to counter it. Or maybe they're only just discovering how terrifying being frozen in place is and being killed where they stand. Let's see just how quickly we can deal with these. And that one is gone. And also, that is an expression of pain on that Kenget Kamulos' face, as that one is now very, very dead. We want to advance the party and now deal with this last one that's over here, because I don't think this last one is going to be any real problem whatsoever. There we go, a few attacks there, and I think you're going to be, no, you're still actually standing, which is a surprise. That won't last though, I don't think. A few more hits, and there you go, down you go. And Harriet is now level 13, and Khunag is now level 19 with 2 attacks around, which I forgot was actually possible with Khunag. Khunag can get 2 attacks around, which is very impressive. It actually sort of makes me think twice about getting rid of him, but I don't really utilize his magic anywhere near well enough, so let's just put that item there, and I think a few rations here won't go amiss. There we go. Anyone overburdened? The answer is a resounding no, which is really, really good, and I don't think there's anything else in here that we want. We do, however, want to use one of these potions here to restore some mana, because we don't want anyone else to rest, mainly because everyone is quite alright in terms of mana and in terms of health, so we want to go and explore some more. I think there are more areas we want to go to. We could go down there, it's not a bad idea, but I think right now there might be 1 or 2 locations that we want to go in. Not this way though, there's nothing in here at all. I think that was where we met only a few enemies, I think. So this way we're going to go. We could go this way, or we could go this way. Anything in here? There is nothing in there, and nothing in there at all. And really we have found all we want to find in this area, so we might as well go and have a look around and see what else can be uncovered. I think, yep, this is back to where the prison area was, and we don't want to go here. So instead we either want to go this way, or we want to go this way. And I think this way might not be a bad thing at all. Anyone over here? It would seem not. Or maybe there are, and we just haven't found them. There are some stairs there that I think we want to go and reach at some point. And I imagine this is the way that we're going to take to get there. Then again, this is just a door, and it is very, very locked, so we're not going to go that way at all. We don't even have a key that we can use to open it. Ah well, I'm sure we'll find another way through that will involve going this way and south, and maybe we won't find any more enemies. Of course we're going to find enemies, because enemies are absolutely everywhere. Any in here? Hello, how are you? You're going to try and kill us, and you're just a solitary magician too, which is really not a threat whatsoever. We don't even need to use magic against you, unless you're going to actually... Okay, never mind. You were even less significant than I thought you would be. 1 critical hit, and you are dead. Alright, anyone else while we're here? Maybe? No? Is there an area over here? There is an area over there, and I imagine we might want to go there, maybe? Or maybe not. I think we might be heading that way either way. Hello, how are you? Are you going to try and stop us? Yes, indeed, you are. And you're a single solitary Magician 3. The fact that you're a Magician 3 is a little scary, but I think we can deal with you. At least I think so. Let's see what you do, eh? You're dead. Okay, critical hits galore here. I really like that they're there, but they do make things a little bit simple. I mean, Tom didn't even get a chance to use the weapon that I'm sure that they recognize. There was another one, though, and that one is also a Magician 3. Let's see if a critical hit will deal with this one as well. I wouldn't mind it. And I don't think... Nope, we're not so lucky this time round. Now, if you wouldn't mind, please don't use any magic against us. Oh, never mind, critical hit was just 1 round too late, it would seem. But hey, critical hits are always nice, and I think we've now found our way over to a new area. There we go. And I think the stairs up? Exactly. Here it is. We're coming into the Khamulon areas, which were built as defense facilities. In part, they still serve this purpose today. It will not be easy. Let's go. Indeed, it will not be easy. And now we're in a 3D area, so we're going to need to use some magic to illuminate the way, because this place is very, very dark. Fortunately, we can now see pretty much everything. These are the halls of Kamulos. They were originally built as defense installations for the inner area and are still being used for the same purpose today. Many other areas are used as test areas for novices and advanced students. Changes are constantly being made to protect the inner area against renegades such as myself. I'll let you know when something looks familiar, but I will probably not be much help. Every Kenget Kamulos who meets us now will attack immediately. We can no longer hide our intentions. I think we couldn't hide our intentions before, because I'm pretty sure they were intent on killing us as soon as we escaped from our prison cell. I mean, what could we say? We were just sort of looking around and we found this area and please don't kill us, and I'm pretty sure they went and killed us. Also, here is a flame and a sort of platform. Beware. These glass-like structures are used for many purposes. They trigger concealed mechanisms, often connected to fire. Well, that's nice to know. Is there another one? There is something here. A fire blazes inside this stone column. Will this door open? I imagine not. Glass-like structures are embedded in the floor. Will you open? No, you will not. And nothing happens there at all. I think we're going to need to guide this flame over to that door, aren't we? Let's try. The flame begins to hunt Dreher and his companions. We need to move. I think we need to move over here. That might do a trick. If it will, nope, it's not going to come this way, but if we go this way, it may hit that. Let's see. There we go! When the flame reaches the red floor structure, it goes out. At the same time, a door beside it opens, and now we've figured out how to solve one of the puzzles in this area. We're most certainly going to need to find a lot here, because there are going to be many... Ooh, this looks a little bit dangerous, and by a little bit dangerous, I mean very dangerous. Do we run this way, maybe? Did that do anything? That did something bad. What's happened here? Pillars of flame will now be made. There we go, and that is really good. Also, for some reason, those flames made a sort of growling noise as if they were enemies. Or then again, maybe they were enemies, or enemies were alerted to our presence by doing this. Who knows, eh? Who knows? Either way, we're going to open this door, and in here, there are no enemies at all. No, wait, there is an enemy. Hello, how are you? You seem intent on killing us, and I'm not very surprised. However, you're a solitary magician 1, and thus you're really not much of a threat. But then again, maybe you'll pull something off ingenious, like, for instance, calling for help. Calling for help might be a good idea, but no, for some reason, you don't want to do that. That's not bad, I suppose. Makes it easier for us, after all. And you're actually using a spell. And it was a moderately effective one, I suppose, but then again, it also meant that we could get very close to you, and now you're probably about to die. And there you go. Well, that's one dealt with, and one more ration. I don't even know why I'm picking these up, because we don't really need them. There we go. Anyone else in here? Well, there's a lot of fire, but then again, they sort of like fire. They really like using fire with everything. And here is an enemy. Hello, how are you? You seem to be walking to us with purpose. I imagine you're not here to say hello and guide us back to the entrance. Nope, you're going to guide us to your sword, which is, I suppose not so bad, because we can guide you to our swords, and our swords are far sharper than yours. And they're also magic, and they glow with energy that will, don't throw knives at us, that's rude. See? That's what happens when you throw knives. You get a critical hit, and, or rather we get one, and then you die. Well, you receive a critical hit, so I suppose that was correct. And now you are very dead. Anyone else in here? There is! Oh, there are a lot of you there. Fortunately, you're not really that dangerous whatsoever. You're just Kenget Kamulos 1s with a single solitary Kenget Kamulos 2. So I think we can be quite safe in saying that we don't need to worry about this one that much. But still, some fireballs won't go amiss at all, and one over there as well. There we go, and that should pretty much be the end of that encounter. Brilliant! There is a lot of experience to be had here, and if you have all your spells highly trained that you want to use, this area can be a lot easier. Then again, I suppose if you went in here with a lot of warrior characters, you could just sort of mincemeat all of the magicians a lot quicker, say if you had Siobhan instead of Drer, or just Siobhan instead of Melthus and Syrah, but then again you'd only have 5 companions as opposed to 6, and having 6 is always good, with one exception, and that exception is that if you have 5, you do get more experience between them. I think that will probably do. There we go, and you're dead. And are you dead yet? No, you are not. You're about to be, though, because you are incapable of stopping us from just cutting you to ribbons. That Frost Avalanche spell, really, really good indeed. Also, I think we should pass these over to Harriet there. There we go, we'll leave the rest of them. And Harriet is carrying too much, but probably not by a lot. Then again, carrying a Fireblade probably will do that. I suppose we could swap that out. But that is a really good item there that we don't really want to change places with. Khunag, I suppose, could use it. Then again, what's the attack on this? It is actually, the Fireblade is just better than that. Can we equip that? No, we actually can't. I don't think Drer can use it, which is a shame. So, when we come back, folks, we'll continue exploring the inner areas of Khamulon, full of fire and doom and fiery doom. And also, I imagine, some enemies over there that are going to try and kill us. Well, I presume there are enemies. After all, we are sort of here without permission. And by sort of, I mean completely. But hey, if they're not going to give us the high knowledge to save Albion, we're going to have to take it. I mean, I'm sure we did explain... No, actually, we didn't explain that we needed it to save the world. Maybe they might have been more willing if we'd have told them that. Or they might have called us a liar. One or the other, I imagine the latter. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.